Ooh.
I don't want that. You have that. Give me other one. Funny one. DNA.
No, that's why. The vaccine was rushed, and we don't know the long-term effects. Well, like everyone on Facebook, you would have read this here. Well, you know,
It was.
well, not again. It was rushed, you know, but Dr. Ngat Mabal, Nganga Ngat Mabal, they was the ones
Science, mabal,
that did this.
Awa.
And when more in Dorlaram, everything.
Alo lelam.
Hello, Baram. But then, Urban Mabgagya, what if Anmabak later down the year, what if we turn into zombies or something? You na laganak,
You quiet na pagoni. Arak. You want mablel pagina. Media you want your mom.
Nah, that's just Facebook. What are you doing? Nang delanam. Movie I got malaga no chirmalaking.
I just wanted to be zombie. But on the lam you want Nanturba or each or range. Like 3 to Gammon. Just last year one on your neck. And then water like it just came on. And then next couple of months later, vaccine them big jack. And then vaccine on water the marble them in. So they got it.
Oh, well. But that doesn't mean you're not going to change or anything. Like Nganga Mabal all around the world. You know, Nganga Map scientists, Map, they was the ones that got together and did this vaccine. Man, Naranak for everything, you know. Poor Dogon Tangi Barak, and we got this vaccine within that time.
Awa, Arna Arban Mabang ilang pagnang Arna Naga. It linger on to page mal meeting a mal at Barak Nanyan, so they all got together, organization.
Well, I reckon it's true.
Yeah, true.
Like, in saying that this is true, but that doesn't mean you still gotta get it. You can't get it.
The vaccine wasn't rushed. Sure, the vaccines were made very quickly. That's because of a number of issues. Firstly, unprecedented cooperation. So as soon as the genetic code for this virus was worked out, it was shared globally on the internet. All the different universities and vaccine manufacturers were sharing all of their information all the time throughout this process. But also the world's governments saw what was coming and massively invested huge amounts of money, which isn't normally there. When you add all that up, plus you add up the fact that a lot of research had been done prior to COVID coming along. For instance, the messenger RNA technology was being developed for more than a decade. So when COVID came along, we were primed and ready to go with messenger RNA technology and with other technologies that have created some of these vaccines. So this idea that they were rushed is a myth. It was very quick, that's true, but there are a lot of good reasons why we were able to develop these vaccines in record time. No one can say hand on heart that there'll be no long-term effects from these vaccines, but we can be pretty confident that there won't be. So, for example, we know that there's no mechanism, no scientific plausible pathway by which the vaccines can cause long-term harm. So what we do know is COVID causes long-term harm, and it's a very damaging virus. And what we do know right now is billions of people throughout the world have been vaccinated, and there's no long-term harm emerging or medium-term harm from those vaccinations.
The vaccine is the mark of the devil.
The vaccine. Oh. Well, nanon yoga.
Well,
I got mine. I got no mark. It's Gammon.
These are not the work of the devil. These are one of the best things that we've been able to produce as humans with our creativity in recent years.
I'm young and fit and don't need the vaccine. I don't think I'm young. I wish I could go back 10 years time, like 18, but getting check.
Edna, when you walk around uptown, on the town, and because the borders are opening, you walk around uptown and you get it from somewhere, you don't know that you have it. but you can pass it on to ngaribad mab at home and cook them up mer na mal mabon. On the kidnam mer ngwaganon or community ngwaganon on the kidnam. You won't get sick, but you can be a carrier. And on kidnam, on nagmabandam, and then them up get sick because they pass it on. It spreads like everything. We live in overcrowded houses. We live with a lot of people. Family and and it's easy to spread in our communities. Lakananga, Kabmanda, Walperla, Congress, all these doctors, they scared because as soon as COVID hits here, they're going to fall like flies. It's going to happen. We need this vaccine. We need it. Because if you don't get it, you're not helping anyone. Nana, ordinary. It's Gammon. Everyone needs it. Everyone needs your vaccine. Whether you're healthy or not, you need it.
Young and fit people do need this vaccine for quite a lot of reasons. Firstly, even young people can get seriously sick, hospitalisation and die. But more importantly, most young people are okay when they get infected, but they pass it on to others. They can infect older people, and even very old people who've been vaccinated are still at risk of getting infected and getting quite serious disease, although they're much less at risk because they've been vaccinated. But you wouldn't want to, as a young person, pass this virus on to your grandmother or grandfather and find that they're one of the few people that do still get seriously sick. Thanks for listening, everyone. This is Dr. John Boffa signing off now, and I hope you found that useful.